Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, we're live.
We are
Okay,
live.
we have some important Exodus Summit things to talk about. The actual Exodus Summit. We want to
Mhm.
talk to you about what's coming up. Some of you don't even know there's the amazing event that's about to happen. Some don't
Yes.
know about it. Some of you have some questions about it. So that's what we're going to cover today.
Yes.
Well,
If you have your ticket for Exodus Summit and you have any questions about logistics, that is the main reason we're here. So drop your comments in the chat and we'll be sure to address them. If you're unsure about whether Exodus Summit is right for you and you're a Black woman, go ahead and drop your comments, your questions in the chat.
yeah,
If you're watching this on YouTube and you're like, I thought Exodus Summit was just a channel, it's not.
surprise.
We do a virtual event every fall. Woo, it's turning out to be the first weekend in October
Uh-huh.
for the past 2 years. Um, this year it is Friday, October 6th through Monday, all day Monday, October 9th. And we have an amazing lineup of speakers. If you're here, you probably already know all about it. If you have questions, we are here for you to answer any questions you have.
Yeah,
My first question, Stephanie, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing Target. I'm wearing, as always.
What are you wearing for the summit?
Oh, for the summit. What am I going to wear for the summit?
Yes.
Um, so I brought a nice two-piece yellow dress and
Wait,
skirt.
wait. Yellow?
It's not yellow, but even if it was, you can't own a color.
I
Nobody owns
absolutely can own a color. It's very rude of you for even
you can't own a
suggest
color.
that I
You
can.
can't. You cannot own a color, Roshida. Okay, nobody owns a color. But I meant to say orange. It's not yellow, it's orange. It's a little snug in the boobs, and I feel like it's just going to be a little too uncomfortable. So the answer is I don't know, because two of the things that I bought to wear, or the two of the things I intended to wear, are not going to work out.
Um,
So
so if you're at home, you don't have to know what you're wearing. You can be in pajamas all weekend because you will not be on camera for I don't know if you'll be on camera for any of it this year. We have some small group activities, like we have some um, salons where women can get together in small groups. If you're in the all access, if you have the all access pass, you can join the salons, the small breakout rooms. If you have the weekend pass, you can go to a dance party on Saturday and Sunday night. Um, and so we're very excited about those. And maybe you'll be on camera for those if y'all can act right.
it's possible. Yes.
But if y'all can't act right, camera's off. But otherwise, it's at home. You're in your pajamas, or you're in a hotel. You have taken the time off. If you're at home, you've kicked the people who depend on you for things out and sent them elsewhere. You need a quiet time, quiet space to get all this info.
Yeah. Yeah. So we haven't talked about what Exodus Summit is. Some of you are new to the
Mhm.
Facebook community, and some of you are new to the YouTube channel, or not new and just don't know. So Exodus Summit is our virtual event. It's our virtual conference. It's all online. It's for Black women who are ready to plan a sabbatical or career break, a move abroad, full-time, long-term travel like nomad life. It's sessions. It's a conference. It's sessions where speakers come in and teach you something, teach you how to do something. The theme of Exodus Summit 2023 is location freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom for Black women. Location freedom, time freedom, financial freedom for Black women. And so the sessions in particular this year are about those things, are about getting yourself, those things that Roshida and I have found have been transformational in our lives, have transformative, I think is the better word, have caused a transformation in our lives, have changed our lives, right? Those things are life changing. Being in charge of your location, being able to decide where you are in the world, even if you still need to make money, right? Being able to say, I'm going to spend the winter, I'm going to boycott winter. I'm going to the Caribbean for the winter. I'm going to Mexico for the winter. I'm going to wherever, South Africa, Australia, wherever you want to go. Being in charge of your location, being in charge of your time, and deciding when you want to work, how much you want to work, how much you don't want to work, and having the money to support that life, next level. We are really, really, really living our lives because of these things: location freedom, financial freedom, time freedom. And we want those things for all Black women.
Mhm.
And so that's why Exodus Summit is happening this year. That's the theme of the summit this year. And tickets are at exodussummit.com. And that's what we're here to talk about. So some of you, hopefully you're up to speed. Okay. If you still don't get it, tell us in the comments you don't get it. But
Right.
hopefully you're up to speed about what Exodus Summit is and why you should be getting your ticket, why you should be there.
Yes. Exodus Summit is it's the place we put our hearts each year. And almost kills us every year. But we gonna do this because every year the ladies who attend are always like, y'all gonna do it again, right? Y'all gonna do this again next year. And so we do it again next year. And so we're very excited about this year. We have an awesome lineup of speakers, some of which are in the comments right now. They're watching because the Exodus Summit family, it's really important that we, as we have an audience of Black women and we bring Black women to you. We pay all our speakers and we love paying Black women. So it's really just circulating the money in our free Black woman economy. And I absolutely love it. So there's some questions in the comments. I see Stephanie's already typing, but we're gonna go through some of these and get to it. All right.
Right, that's right.
Have you, Alma? Hi, I'm a spirit artist. Have you sent any emails to all access pass ticket holders? I'm gonna pass that to Steph because I don't know.
Yes, in fact, the last one just today. When you registered for your all access pass, you should have gotten a welcome email. And there are 2 emails in the welcome sequence. You should have gotten 2 emails when you first bought your all access pass. You should have gotten a couple of updates when we were about to do a live stream talking about the summit if you bought it weeks ago, if you bought it before your last live stream. And then just today, you should have gotten everybody should have gotten an email just today. I don't even know if it was 2 hours ago, that says the schedule is ready, or the summit schedule is ready. That's the headline. So everyone should have gotten that today. So if you're not getting them, Amma, you need to check your spam. Check for an email from hello@exodussummit.com. And if you're not getting them, you need to email us at hello@exodussummit.com, and we need to fix something. Okay.
That would have been about 5:30 Eastern time that it went out.
Yes. So all access pass holders should have gotten, depending on when you bought your ticket, you should have gotten at least 3 emails by now, confirmed with various things.
And weekend pass holders should have gotten the same emails about the live streams too, right? So everybody should, if you purchased a ticket and you haven't gotten any emails from us, please check your spam. Please search in your emails for Exodus. If you check your spam and you don't see any emails from us, if you searched your email and you don't search for Exodus and you don't see any emails from us, email us and let us know. Please search first though, because it always happens that someone's like, "Oh, I just missed that." Yeah. I just missed that girly. Like there's no judgment there. I am definitely the person to be like, I don't know how I didn't see that the first time. But because there are over 1,000 of you registered, I would love it if you search your own inbox before you email Frances, because we got her working to make sure it's a good event for you. So we really want to focus on the things that we have to do. So if you're not getting emails, we have to get you emails. So you have all your information. But if you just, not checking for emails, go ahead and double check that.
Yeah, please. If you have the weekend pass, quite frankly, as long as you know to go to exodussummit.com in time for the summit, you'll be okay. Okay. But if you have the all access pass, you need to make sure that you're getting our emails, because you have access to like we said, the salons, a virtual meetup during the summit. You have access to some things that are going to require that you get a link from an email. The link hasn't been sent out yet, but it will go out after the summit starts. And you need to make sure that you have those things.
Okay. So the things that are all access only, so they know what they need to get emails for, are our keynote speakers, not Octavia, not this first session with Octavia. So there is let me run you through the days.
Yeah.
let's run you through the days for everybody.
Yeah, because the schedule is done. It's very exciting. Occasion, you don't know how hard it is to do this.
Woo! The schedule is done. Okay. Let me get over there because child.
Do you want to?
Oh wait, that is my computer. Do we? Your computer.
I am fine. My computer says it's fine.
So it's playing on my computer and I can't find it. That's not it. All right, you know what? All right, let me get out of this whole tab because I don't know what's going on. All right, sorry, y'all. But it was like, wasn't that perfect? I was like, why is Stephanie talking over me about? You could hear that, right? Or you couldn't hear it?
Hear what? No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Everything
the video where we're like, should you buy a ticket to ExodUS Summit started playing, and I couldn't tell what tab that was in. So I was like, I thought it was you talking at first. Y'all, never mind. This is what we do. This is what we do. We get confused. I get confused. Okay. So while I'm looking for the schedule, Stephanie, talk to them about session reminders, please.
Yes. Okay. So when you sign up at ExodUSSummit.com for ExodUS Summit 2023, for every session, you'll see set a reminder, set a reminder, set a reminder. Okay. For every session that is for weekend pass holders and all access pass holders together. Okay. You don't need to set a reminder, but you can. The reminder is just going to give you an extra email for every session. The reminder means send me an email. I tried to change it to send a reminder, right? It's going to send you a reminder before each session, send you a special email before each session. If you want that because you know you only want to remember a few sessions, then go ahead and set your reminders. But if you know this weekend is ExodUS Summit weekend, October 6th through 9, I'm in ExodUS Summit and I don't need a reminder for each individual session. You don't have to set a reminder. You don't have to do it. It's just a matter of, do you want an extra email telling you that this particular session is about to start or not?
So you don't need to do anything to get into the sessions that your ticket has given you access to. You don't have to register, although you can register for my sessions. I'm in a secret competition with Stephanie. It's a competition in my brain only. It's a one-sided competition. No, you can do that, but you don't need to do that to get into any sessions. No. And so don't worry about it. I see some of you guys kind of focused on that, but let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
You're in, okay? You have a ticket, you're into the sessions. There's none of the sessions, Rashida's about to tell you the schedule, but none of the sessions are overlapping. You don't have to choose between this and that, except for one thing, okay? So except for one time.
Okay, so the way the session, come on, hi, get away, get out of here. Sorry, that wasn't about you, Winnie, that was about the system not doing what I wanted it to do. Let me run you through, I'm gonna run you not through each, I'm not running through each individual session, are we, Stephanie?
We don't have to, but do you want to share your screen and show the schedule? Or
being smart and stuff. Let me share my screen. Being smart and stuff. How do I do that? Down here.
Yeah. Friends, you can work alongside us. If you want to open up ExodUSSummit.com and work alongside us, feel free.
Okay. So first, on October 6th, we have this welcome session with your two favorite people, Stephanie and Roshida. We're just going to kind of give you the rules of the road. If you're watching this now, this session probably isn't for you. This session is for people who heard about ExodUS Summit the day before and showed up and don't know anything, right? You can come. We'll love to see you there. But this isn't like a mandatory, if I don't come, I'm going to miss something session. It's more like I forgot this was happening. What do I need to know? That's what this is. And, we get to hug y'all virtually and welcome you into our container. All right, next up is Octavia Raheem doing a deeper restorative practice. So we're going to do a rest practice with Octavia Raheem. We're very excited about this. This one is open to everybody. So we all nap collectively. Imagine the energy of 1,000 of us or more. Tell a friend. Just relaxing together all at the same time. It's going to be beautiful.
Black women, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 Black women resting at the same time.
Yes. All right, Steph, take away the morning of October 7th.
October 7th, Well, so we're not going through maybe we might run through every session.
We might,
Okay.
yeah.
So we're going to start with our coffee chat. The coffee chat is just to set the tone for the day. Okay. First, we have the lies we tell ourselves about sabbaticals with Erica Totten. Erica is a sabbatical true believer, and she's going to talk about some mindset things to help you be able to take time away, right? From whatever your thing is. She's a business owner. Whatever your thing is that you need a sabbatical from, Erica is going to talk about that. We've got some of our first sessions that first day are particularly for women who are new to this whole idea. So Lisa James is coming to talk about safety, because we know a lot of women who are like, I'd like to go to such and such a country. Is it safe? Okay. Our answer is yes. If you live in the United States, you're going to be safer leaving the country than you are. But anyway, Lisa's going to talk about that, plus some actual safety tips. Lisa's a world traveler, adventurous midlifer. So she's talking safety. We've got a session on healthcare abroad. The working title is Healthcare Abroad, a reason to move, not a reason to stay. Our panel is about 3 different women's varying experiences with healthcare abroad. It's going to be helpful for those of you who are nervous about being somewhere else because of the healthcare situation. Also for those of you who just want to know what it's like to have a baby in Mexico, or what happens if you have an accident or fall ill while you're abroad. And then, of course, Roshida's session is important for Roshida's session. First session is called Panic and Poor Planning, Financial Mistakes That Send New Expats Packing. Rashida's here to talk about the money, right? The money, the financial freedom is not financial freedom if you're nervous about it, if it's keeping you bound in place. So Rashida's first session is the first day. Then we have Kristen Ivy, a Black woman, Marie Kondo certified declutter expert, to come and talk about decluttering in our lives to make space to live a full life. Dr. Marielle Bouquet, a licensed therapist and author, is coming to talk about leaving behind what you've outgrown, okay? Breaking the cycle of intergenerational trauma. She's talking about getting yourself free. I don't know if you meant for me to go through the whole day. Okay.
We're doing it. It's where we are. We're doing it.
Okay. And then in the beginning, 5 p.m. Central, which would be 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, party time. Okay. This is dance party number 1. The first dance party is happening for dancing. This is also the time where those of you who have the all access pass will be able to, for the first time, go to virtual meetups or salons or small groups or breakout rooms, where you'll get to talk to each other based on your interests, based on the things that you're into. It's going to be a nice get-togethers, plural.
Can you drop a little bit, 3 more sentences about how that's going to be organized? Because there's not like, if you're into Texas high school football, there's probably not going to be a salon for that. So let's talk about how the topics are like showing up, how they're being created.
So they're mostly divided up. So we've done them different ways. Okay. So we've done breakout rooms before, and we've done them before based on like where you wanted to move to, what country, what city do you want to move to? Or last year it was based on what type of money generating activity you wanted to get involved with. This year it's based on your travel styles, right? What you're going to do with your location freedom, your financial freedom, and your time freedom. So we've had requests for rooms on slow travel. We'll have some salons on slow travel, broken up in various ways. We had requests for cruising, like a salon on cruising. We have salons based on for those of you who want a sabbatical, but right at home, right? You don't want to go see the world. You want to see your house, right? See that place that you spent all that money for. You want to spend some time in your home. So these rooms are going to be broken up based on what you're going to do with your location freedom, your financial freedom, and your time freedom.
Now, these are not coaching sessions. A woman in our community will be a volunteer to show up and hold space. All she's doing is holding space. She's not answering questions. You guys are talking to each other. You guys are going to be creating community, but this is not like individual sessions where you can I don't want to call it dig deeper. This is the starting point, right? This salon is a starting point for you to find community in people who want to do the same thing you want to do. It's not a container. It can be. If you're like, that was fun, I'm out. It can be that. But it's not intended to be a transformational moment. I'll say that. It's intended to be a hangout.
Okay, so I'm gonna contradict Roshida. Okay. We hardly ever do this. It's going to be the beginning of a transformation.
Yes,
moment. You can meet your
yes
accountability buddy. You know how much we love accountability partners. You can she's in that community. Okay, your accountability partner is going to be in a breakout room. Get there, meet her, find her.
I'm gonna say that's not contradicting.
Okay,
because the moment in the transformation is unlikely to happen in that moment, but it is the start.
Yes,
it is the start of it. Come
Yes.
on. All right. So we're very excited about that. I saw a question from LC. Will we know what the salons are prior to the summit? You will know what the salons are prior to maybe the day of.
Yes.
Before the salon starts, you're going to know what it is. Baby, we working on it. You know how we do. It's going to be together. It's just not together yet. This was we added these a week ago.
Yeah. And we need to make sure that we have enough, and we need to make sure that they're divided correctly among the 2 days. And so, yeah, it's not, yes, before the salon starts is a better answer. Yeah. You'll know before 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern time on those days, you'll know what the choices are and how to get to that particular room. Yes.
These are, go ahead.
I'm sorry, this is why you want to make sure you're getting our emails.
And the salons are for all access pass holders only. This is a replacement of the happy hour that we did last year. So there is no real everybody get together in one room and we all have our microphones on and we talk to each other at the same time. Because baby.
Why not, Roshida? That was the only thing last year that Roshida was like,
I was like, I would rather never do a summit again than attend a 500-person happy hour. Please and thank you. JR, we are open to salon suggestions, but if you're making a suggestion, it would also be awesome if you wanted to be a host.
It's more like a host is a good way.
You're just holding space.
Yes.
You don't have to come with anything besides, I was here, I was in the room, I said hi to all the ladies, right? That's all. Kathy, you laughing, but you on the list, baby girl.
She doesn't know.
Oh, my bad.
I'm hitting y'all with the 1-2 punch. So I reached out to some women and I was like, what salon would you like to have? And next coming up is would you like to be the person who is the hostess in that salon? Meaning just being in the room.
Yes.
Are you okay with being in that room during that time?
I see Dr. Angela talking about salons too. Baby, go ahead and
that's a good idea, Angela. That is a good idea. Ooh.
It's a great idea. But I'm not sure that was the one I had you in my brain to host. So we're gonna see what happens.
Somebody, there'll be one.
There will be a salon. Definitely we will be reaching out. Will there be a Mexico City group?
So we would prefer, so you know that there are still accountability groups based on location.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you who are in our Facebook community, this year, you don't need to find, during this summit, you don't need to find an accountability group for a location because they already exist. Am I right about this?
Yes.
I think this should be more about other things.
Mm-hmm.
The location accountability groups already exist. So just jump in it. Unless, right?
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
She's in the Mexico City one. But
okay, girl. Okay, you got Mexico.
She good.
Let's find some other friends.
Here half the year. She good.
Yeah. Okay. Let's find some friends who are into our travel style. Let's find our golden girls, right? The people who are going to want to travel with us. Let's find those people this year.
I see Dawn says she volunteers as tribute. Baby, email us at hello@exodussummit.com and tell us what group you would like to host. What community you think you would be a host. And that's for everybody. We're not sure. Everybody who wants to be a host and has an all access ticket. Is that a requirement, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Yes. You have to have an all access ticket already. You have to want to be a host, and you have an idea of what you want to host. If Stephanie already has you on the list for something else, thank you for volunteering. I think what you want. Hello@exodussummit.com. Email us and we will take care of that. All access pass holders only, please. But you can upgrade if you don't have one and you're like, I want to host a salon. Go ahead and upgrade. I see your question, JR. This is the email to host a salon. And really, like, we're not expecting anything from you guys besides like being in the room and being, somewhat responsible.
Maybe a little slight tattletaling. Okay. If somebody comes in and is like, are you prepared for Jehovah's return? Okay. If someone turns it into
in the sailing group, if that's what's happening, yes. If we shouldn't joke about that, because remember last year, Stephanie, someone was like, "You guys won't let us talk about God," and we were like, "God never came up. What are you talking about? When did we stop a conversation about God? There was none." Anyhow, also our first year, a man came in and took over the conversation in one of somewhere along the way. I think one of the accountability groups. If that was to happen, that's where we need you to tell us so we can boot them out.
That's right.
That's all. You just snitching.
Yes.
And maybe pouring up a little glass of something, having a good time with your girls. Oh, Francis got requests, and I can't even tell. I know that's her. Can you please add host a salon as the subject? So email hello@exodussummit.com. Add host a salon. If you forget, just remember to write something about salon.
Yeah.
In the subject.
Thank you, Francis.
Yes.
Francis
host and bouncer. Tori said. Host and bouncer.
That's
yes.
it.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
All right. Next on the list for the 7th, Stephanie, you're still on.
Okay, so the final thing that we are doing on the 7th is our first keynote speaker. Rachel Cargle is doing her keynote session at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We believe that's right, okay? And we are very excited. Rachel Cargle is a person who we know to talk about the bigger picture liberation, right? Black liberation. But listen, what does Black liberation mean if you are still living your life in bondage? How do you get free? How do you live your own renaissance? Rachel's book is right here. Let me move my computer, right? So Rachel's newest book is A Renaissance of Our Own. She's our first keynote speaker, and that session will be on Friday night. Okay, so that's the day one of Exodus Summit 2023.
Yes.
This is a session that is for all access pass holders only.
I started her book and I was like, I don't write in books, but where is the highlighter? Where is the highlighter? Because she would magic. Just
right.
All right, let's move on to the next day because this is not part of our plan, but we gonna do it.
I'm sorry.
We gonna do it. All right. It's Sunday already. Can you imagine that? It's Sunday. We're gonna do a 30-minute coffee chat at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Once again, it's just welcome you to the day. We're going to talk about, what's going on that day. We're probably gonna do something like this, walk you through the schedule. And then our good girlfriend, Miss Libria Jones, is up first to talk about how to use AI to supercharge your remote job search, quest, adventure. I know some of y'all who've been looking for remote jobs haven't necessarily been finding what you're looking for. We're going to use AI to take a little bit of the work out and make it a little easier for ourselves. Now, if you're like me, you a little Gen X, you might be like, I don't trust that AI. But Libria, I think she's Gen X too, or she's like an older millennial. Yeah. So if she can do it, and I trust Libria. So if she trusts the tools she's using, I trust that we can use them too and feel comfortable, and nobody's going to steal our identity. All right. Next up on the list is Krishan Wright. Country shopping tips for selecting and scouting your new home. Krishan is family to us. She recently moved to Portugal, and she's going to talk about the search. So the searching for the country you want to be in and how to do it and the errors she made along the way.
That's right, because she scouted some places that turned out to be a no. So it's wonderful that she's coming and talk about this, because she's done it. She's landed in a place she loved after going through some places that she didn't.
Yes. Next up on the list, 2 of our ExodUS Summit squads are going to be speaking about. Some of these people don't know they're on the panel together yet, I realize. And so maybe they've already seen the schedule, so they know now. But Angela and Marissa will be talking to us on a panel, Angela Kanu and Marissa Price. I last saw Angela in Merida, and Marissa is in Guadalajara. And they're going to talk about things that people worry too much about and things that people don't think about enough. So I know Angela bopped around. She was in Southeast Asia for I want to say 6 months or more. And then she made her way to Mexico. So she's got some experience bopping. And Marissa has been planning her move and her expat life for a while. So they really have some good insight into the things that we need to pay more attention to. That's and right. The things we need to let go. One of the things we need to let go are our overall concern about healthcare and safety, which is why we're doing healthcare and safety before this. Because y'all always worry too much about healthcare. Every time we get on here, someone's like, well, what about the healthcare? I'm gonna let them have it, but we're gonna talk about that. All right. Next, in the comments, we have Tori Prophet, who will be coming to us to talk about delegating. Get somebody else to do it. For a lot of us, delegating inside our home or to someone outside of the home could be a life changer. Not even it's more convenient, or it could be the life changer that gets you time. But so many of us are attached to doing things the right way, because the way I do it is the right way. Now, it may not get done, right? It may not get done because I ain't got the time to do it. But the way I do it is the right way. And that keeps so many of us stuck. So we're going to talk about getting to time freedom by using the resources you have and acknowledging where you're not using the resources you have.
That's right.
You're doing more work.
Tori is a licensed marriage and family therapist, and so she is used to helping women navigate what can be a difficult transition, a difficult conversation, right? It could be, testy.
Yes. I was about to tell you to get divorced, but I always say that every time. It doesn't mean anything. Ignore me. All right. Next up, we have the wonderful, you may have heard of her, Stephanie Perry, talking about house sitting for free accommodations and how that can completely change your experience abroad, right? It can change your experience in the US. We know so many women house sitting in the US, and how when you're not paying for accommodations, you get a little more financially free. So this is a financial freedom one. Let's get to the money, because the money I keep in my pocket, right? Love it.
Indeed.
Love it. All right. Next up, Teen Zekas, who was a star last year and is coming back this year. She's going to talk about salary and promotion secrets for Black women. Women in this audience will tell you, I always go back to Danielle. Danielle was getting paid $80-something thousand before she met with Teen. After Teen, she's getting paid $190-something thousand. And this is not I worked with Teen for 7 months. This is I had a meeting. Maybe 2, but I think it was 1 meeting with Teen.
I think so too.
And I'm getting paid more than $100,000 more than before. If you like your job, here's the thing. I want you to quit your job. I want you to quit your relationship. I want you to quit your kids. But if that's not where you are, right, and you want to hold on, at least the job, get paid more money, because they're not paying you enough.
More money.
They're not paying you enough. Let's get you more money. Teen can do it. Teen's going to show us how to do it. All right. At 6 p.m. Eastern time, we're getting back to the same things as yesterday, a salon and a virtual party happening at the same time. The salon is for all access pass holders only. The virtual party is for everybody. So if you have an all access pass, you don't want to go to a salon, you can also go to a virtual party. You can go to the virtual party instead.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, fiesta.
After that is at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, our talk from Dr. Joy Harden Bradford, and she's going to talk to us about sisterhood, right? She has a new book called Sisterhood Heals, which is around here somewhere. Oh, right behind me. I got all these books. Sisterhood Heals. Bum, bum, bum. And she's going to talk to us about how community makes things easier, and how when you're doing something like you're doing right now, getting in community makes such a big difference. A lot of times in Exodus Summit, in the Facebook group, I hear women say things like, I've never really been in a community of Black women like this before. And I'm glad you're here with us. And I want you to have the tools to create more of these spaces for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't been in community with Black women, you are missing out, right? Black women who care about you, who love you, even without knowing you. There's no softer resting place than a Black woman, which is why we've been abused for too long, right? But for each other, let's show up in sisterhood, and Dr. Joy is going to talk to us about that. You should know Dr. Joy, or you may know Dr. Joy as the founder of Therapy for Black Girls. So she knows what she's talking about.
Yes.
She's been at it for a while. We're very excited about this.
Yes.
Very excited.
Very excited.
Ooh, okay. And then the next day, take it away, Steph.
Okay, so Coach Tish is our first full session of the day, Coaching Yourself to Freedom, 5 Ways to Pause Procrastination and Pursue Your Freedom Path. If you've been coming, listen, if this is your fourth summit, just like it's our fourth summit, and you're still in the same spot, right? You haven't been making progress, this session is for you. This is a session that is going to teach you how to make a move, how to make progress, how to stop procrastinating. Okay. With love, I say we should be making some progress. And if this is your fourth summit, just like it's our fourth summit, but you're still saying, oh, I want to take a sabbatical. Oh, I want to move abroad and I want to bop around, but no progress. Let Tish coach you on how to coach yourself. All right. Jamila Souffrant is coming in next. Jamila is Journey to Launch. A lot of you already know her and already follow her and already have learned from her. Jamila is coming in to do she called it a workshop where we are going to calculate our financial independence number. What is our number to our FIRE number? Because that's different for everyone. What is your FIRE number? I said our. What is your number for financial independence? And how do you get there? This is a session where you're going to need a notebook, a pen, a paper, some focus, some time. Right? You're going to need to go back to it.
A calculator.
Make
sure you know where the app is. Yes.
Okay. You're going to calculate your actual financial independence number, and you're going to figure out your path to it. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then we've got a panel on generations moving abroad together. If I can't do it because I have a child, I have kids, I can't do it because my mom, I take care of this is for you, okay? We want you out the door. Bring everybody. I had brunch just the other day with a mother, daughter. I had brunch with the mother and daughter, and the granddaughter is also here in Costa Rica. Okay? You can do it. You can do it. Okay?
Listen, if you're not on team, leave them behind. Get on team, bring them with you.
Okay. So if Dr. Bouquet didn't convince you to just ditch him, okay? But she's first. She's coming first because some of y'all just need to leave, okay? Just leave, okay? But if that didn't work, if our plan didn't work, then this is your session. How do we bring it with you? Okay? Mm-hmm. Then we have the one and only Roshida Dow coming in to do career break workshop. Okay, we're going to give our sessions better titles. Everybody's got fire titles. Mine is just called house sitting workshop, and Rashida's is just called career break workshop. But by the time they start, we'll have better titles for them.
Yes.
Okay? Mm-hmm. But it's self-explanatory. Roshida is coming in for your paper, your pen, your time, your calculator. You are going to work out how can you take a break. Not how can you dream about it? How can you celebrate other people for doing it? But how can you take a career break? You who thinks it's not possible, how can you do it? Okay, this is a day this is a transformative day. If none of these other sessions did anything for you, this day is going to get you a plan together, not a dream, a plan. All right, and then we've got Dr. Joanna Falayan, who is coming in to talk about her unusual work pattern, which is going to be helpful for a lot of you who don't know it yet. Maybe you still do work full time. You still have a full-time job, but maybe you don't work it every month. There are some creative ways to free up your time, creative ways to create free time. And Joanna's coming in to talk to us about her system and turn on the light bulb for some of you who are just an idea away from that same thing. And then I'm doing my second session on, this is another workshop where you're going to do some travel planning. Those of you who want to travel long-term, you want to bop around, how can you do it? This session is Budget Baddie or Lady of Luxury. Make your plan to travel the world. My plan's not your plans, not Roshida's plans, not Joanna's plans, not Tori's plan, right? Make your plan to travel the world. We're going to work through how you can plan your own long-term travel. Okay, Roshida, you do these.
All right.
Splitting them.
All right. Next up, we have a wrap-up session at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Monday. We will not be having a dance party or salons on Monday because we're all going to be together on our platform. Go to ExodUS.com. You will see us live there. Everybody is invited, and we're going to do a wrap-up so we can talk to you guys about the summit, the things that worked. You can tell us the things that didn't work next week, like the week after this. I'm serious. This session come with yes, these are, y'all know we work hard on this. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. So come through. We'll talk about this. Last year, if it's anything like last year, someone's gonna cry. I don't know who it's gonna be though. It's just really a time for us to be in community together, all of us at the end of what we hope will have been a transformative weekend. And then next up, one thing, we have a closing, and then something after the closing. We have a keynote from Tabitha Brown. I don't know what to say about Miss Tabitha Brown. She's going to come and talk about the ways in which doing things that were unexpected led to the life she's living right now.
Yeah.
Right? So there are things in your life that you're going to do and people are like, I wouldn't expect that from you. Know that is just a stepping stool to greatness, right? You start doing stuff and people are like, but why would you? You on your way, right? And Tabitha's going to talk to us about that. I'm really excited about this keynote. I know a lot of you guys are. I think some of you guys might be more excited to see Tabitha Brown than Roshida Dow. Cut that out. Bring it back. Hello. But we are very, very happy to have her here. And we are coming up with our questions for all of our keynotes.
Yeah. Yeah, because these keynote sessions are not, she's going to talk and then she's going to leave. Okay. You get a chance. We all get a chance to ask our questions. There's a Q&A involved, right? They're going to ace some Q's for us. Yeah.
For all of those sessions. So we're very excited about this. And yeah, that's it. That's our schedule. We meant to do it in 2 minutes and we did it in 20.
I didn't know.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? You understand what we're doing now. We probably won't do this again. So if you're ever wondering about our schedule, just replay this session. Or just look, ExodUS.com/schedule. It's right there. Can you send questions in advance? I would prefer that you didn't, only because 1,000 of you are registered. That's a lot. You can ask questions in the chat, and our moderators will help select some of them. All 1,000 of you, not all questions will be able to be asked. So we'll see what we can do. No hard feelings if your question isn't asked.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of people. We got to get to what we can get to. We're very excited about these sessions, and we hope you are too.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have women coming in to give us inspiration. We have women coming in to show us how to take action. And there's not a session here that I'm not like, I cannot wait to see this, right? Like I am excited about all of these, and I think it's going to be a really great time. So register if you haven't already.
Let me tell you, Roshida and I, our goal is that every session is worth the price of admission. Any single session you go to is worth that ticket. There's no session here that's not worth that ticket price, right? We don't do filler, as you can see, right? It was just hammer, hammer, hammer. I like to use the hammer analogy.
Mhm.
It's not very gentle, but you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
We don't do filler sessions. Any session, I don't care. One session, you come in and you learn to become a house sitter. That's worth the $299 ticket, right?
Mhm.
You come in and you calculate your financial independence number, you calculate your FIRE number, and you start working on a plan to get there. That's worth $299. There's no session. That is the way we set the summit up. You come in and you learn how to use AI tools to get a remote job. I'm just going to name every session. I shouldn't have started
Right.
this because I really am about to say over and over.
You come in and Teen helps you get a raise, it's going to be more than $299. It will.
There's no
Right?
session in this summit that is not worth the price of that ticket. You put them all together, transformed.
Now, you don't have to attend every session live.
Yeah.
If you're like me and you're like, I can only do so much peopling a day, and online peopling is still peopling, go ahead and take that nap. Go ahead and lay down, take a walk, do something. We love it. We love it when you guys are here. We love it. It feels like a party. Replays will be available. Replays will be available online. If you have the weekend pass, you'll have replays for 30 days. If you have the all access pass, you'll have replays for 1 year.
Yeah.
So you could watch Stephanie talk to you about house sitting every day. Every single day for a year if you wanted to. Now, choose the sessions. If you have a limit of how much you can hear from people, I can't have people talking at me all day, although I will for 3 days in October. But I can't. It's really hard for me to do that. So I would have to select. I'm going to do this, and I'll watch these on the replay. I might have to like every other one. Don't feel bad about that, and don't feel like you can't attend the summit if you can't do that, because you don't ever have to talk to anyone. If you need to take a 5-minute break in the middle of a session, take a 5-minute break, right?
That's right.
If you want to take us to the gym with you, take us to the gym with you.
Yeah.
But have food. If you're going to be inside the house, have food. I'm going to order from the barbecue spot like I did last year and have the food for me, waiting for me, because the breaks between the sessions are planned around 15 minutes. Most days there's a half an hour break in the middle of a day, one of the days, but most breaks between sessions are planned for 15 minutes. But the 15-minute plan is also what if the first speaker goes over? So that 15-minute buffer may not always be 15 minutes. Sometimes we just get a potty break. Sometimes we don't even get that. So just know that it's a long day, but you don't have to take it all in to get the value. Like Stephanie said, come to one session. Come to one session.
If you're on the West Coast and that first session is it's just too early for you, know whether or not you want to watch it right away or if it's one you're saving for the replay. If you know that you're saving it for the replay and you have 1 month of replays, put the date and time you're going to watch that one on your calendar. Schedule it. Decide, the schedule is up. Decide right now. This is a session I know I'm not going to be able to get to live, but it's a session I'm not going to miss. And decide when you're going to watch it. Put it on your calendar. Use that month of replays. If you have the weekend pass, use that month of replays. Use it. Actually use it. Okay. Mm-hmm. You can always upgrade to get the all access pass and get a year.
Mm-hmm.
But use that time. Use it.
Okay. So let's see what's in the comments.
Let's start a couple questions.
I did too. Yeah. Go for it.
All right. So if we have the all access pass, I think we may have done this one. If you have the all access pass, you have to select a speaker. If you have the all access pass, you don't have to select any sessions. You can come to all of the sessions. No one actually has to select things. Remember that select thing is just, do you want to get an email reminder?
Yes. This one is for Stephanie. Will there be one link email to log in?
Yes. The platform that we're using is called Hey Summit, and Hey Summit sends you your login the first day. So Thursday, Hey Summit will send you that login, and they will send it to you every day. So that email will come from them every day. So you don't need to remember a login or a password. Your email from the platform is all you need to get in. Or, okay, all you really need to get in, you don't even need that. All you really need is to go to ExodUSsummit.com. And during the summit, you'll see, watch now, right? You don't even need that email, but if you need it, it's there in case you accidentally are on a different device or a different something.
If you're going to ExodUSsummit.com, to get in automatically, you need to be on the device you bought it on, right? Or no?
I think you need to either be on that device or you need to click, yes, you need to click the email. Yes.
Okay. So if you're on the device you bought it on, click the link. If not, find the email. They send it every morning. Clickety clack, click, you're in. One click. All right. Thank you. We did this one. Okay. There are more books added. Can we choose again? If you bought the early bird all access pass, not the regular all access pass, but if you're one of the few people, this is what happens when you come one year. You get the advantage. The people who knew about this early got in early. Yes, every speaker that has a book is going to be on a list of books you can select from, and we're going to email you that list after the summit.
After.
Yes. You know, Marissa Price just created a book of affirmations.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be available on I don't know how that's going to work out if it's available on this list, but yes, our speakers are doing things.
Yeah.
Love it.
So yes, so it's so the reason Anita's asking is I didn't set things up right. And when you bought your all access pass, early bird all access pass, it asked you to select a book then. We're going to disregard that and redo the whole process after the summit because we added on speakers with books.
Now, I'm going to say, I don't think we've talked about this, but I'm going to unilaterally make the decision that the book has to be available at the time we're sending the list out. Like, I don't think Dr. Bouquet's book comes out until January, and we're not going to be doing summer stuff in January.
I think we've already.
We are doing that, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we are doing that, or at least for Dr. Bouquet.
Even Dr. Bouquet's book, which comes out in January.
Yeah. Okay, but like future books past that, no. If anyone else has a book coming out, no. But Dr. Bouquet, yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And if you are in the US and you want a physical book, we can send you a physical book. If you want we haven't done audiobooks. I don't think we would do audiobooks, but we will do digital. We'll do digital through Kindle. Mm-hmm. If you are outside of the US or if you want a Kindle copy versus a physical copy, we'll be able to pick the type you want. Please don't pick a physical book if you live outside of the US. I don't even get physical books delivered to me here.
And remember, this was only early bird all access pass. Yes. You know if you were that because it asked you about books and stuff when you bought your ticket.
Yes.
Not anyone else. If only those of you who got in at the $249 price, who got your all access pass for $249, you're the ones we're talking about.
Yes.
You'll get another chance to reselect your books.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up, Anya asks, where is the link so I may donate to sponsor an individual to attend a weekend pass? Bum, bum, bum. Neither one of us was ready for that, huh? Text messages somewhere, I think. No, it's a document somewhere.
Yes.
What would it be called?
Scholarship?
Maybe. That's not it. Francis is going to put the links in the comments in a little bit. There's a Cash App and a PayPal way to do this. You don't have to donate any specific amount. You can donate the amount of 7 weekend passes, or you can donate $1.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They all go to weekend passes at the first price weekend passes were for sale at, not the current price. And right now we have more requests for sponsorships, for scholarships, than we do have scholarship money. I mean, we always do, but yeah. The scholarships are for women who would not be, Black women who would not be able to afford to get a ticket any other way. This is Francis. This is our Cash App. Oh, wait, this is Stephanie. Okay. So this is who it's for. Women who want to attend, Black women who want to attend the summit, but are financially unable to attend. Is that the wrong one, Steph?
It's okay. There's just a missing space before PayPal, so it's all running together. The Cash App link is running, the PayPal.
Okay.
It's
all right. So at PayPal, we're Exodus Summit, and at Cash App, we're $ Exodus Summit. Very complicated. So that's it. We have a lot of requests. We do not have a lot of money. And that is not me saying that. I'm saying this to set the expectations of people who've requested tickets.
Yeah.
We ain't got it done. Not yet.
We do the tickets at the early bird price, right? So it's not, but still. Yeah. But that's how you donate money. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So Kemi has her all access pass this year. How can she buy the 2022 replays? Good question. Okay. So those of you who want to watch Exodus Summit 2022, which had the theme of Move Abroad Money, where at least 18 different sessions were about different ways to get started making money, right? If you want to get those replays added on to your 2023 ticket, you can do that. When you buy your ticket, you'll see an add-on. Do you want to add on 2022? If you don't do it then you have an email that says how to watch Exodus Summit 2022 replays, right? It may also be included in the welcome email, but there is a separate email on how to watch Exodus Summit 2022 replays. That usually comes a few minutes after the first one. It should be a few minutes after the welcome email. But yes, you can still add that on. If you have the weekend pass, it costs you $150 extra to add on 2022's replays for 1 year. If you have the all access pass, it costs you $100 extra to add on the 2022 replays for 1 full year. No, we're done with 2020. So Exodus Summit 2020.
In the future.
Yeah.
In the future. Not right now. You can't get 2020 right now.
Yeah.
It's there's some stuff we have to manage, and we like to do one thing at a time.
Yeah, we don't have it. We don't have the bandwidth. Okay. Yes. Okay. But 2022 was Move Abroad Money. The theme of Exodus Summit 2022 was Move Abroad Money. And there were at least, 17, 18 sessions on different ways to make money. And somebody in our community made money from each of those sessions.
Yes.
Right. And so I understand why you still want them. Okay. Because we're not going back over this. So this year's summit is about, yes, financial freedom, location freedom, time freedom, but not about specific jobs or skills or money-making ventures, right? We're not rehashing last year. So you heard what's happening this year. If you want to add on last year, I understand why. I would too. If I haven't seen last year's, I would add it on, because all you've been hearing, if you're anywhere in our community, is about the 2022 summit. Yes. So go ahead and add it on, and you can do it those two ways. When you buy your ticket, or when you get an email, look for an email from us that says how to watch the replays of Exodus Summit 2022. And I'll go ahead and resend another email.
Okay. Now, if you walking off the street, those replays are $300. So you are getting a good discount to get it like this. But when will that discount go away, Steph? After the summit?
Good question. Sure. October 6th, let's make that the day that everything changes. All of our pricing, everything changes on the start of the season on October 6th. So let's do that.
Okay. All right. October 6th.
Maybe, actually, we'll wait until after the 10th.
October 10th. Okay, so our prices change. Prices go up October 6th. The discount for the 2022 Summit replays is going to go away October 10th. That's how we make decisions, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So if you already had last year's All Access Pass, that replay, I think September 30th, 30 days. Yeah, September 30th would be the last day. If you bought during the summit or whatever, that those replays from last year, and if you were in Exodus Summit 2022 and you bought your All Access Pass then, right? September 30th is the last day you have access to those replays. You just need to look in your inbox for some email about how to watch them. If you didn't buy Exodus Summit 2022 until later, then the rolling calendar year started later. So everyone's is individual, a different time.
Okay. What haven't we talked about that we need to cover tonight?
Something else oh, wait, that's not what I meant to do. I'm trying to find our box of starred comments.
We went through all our starred comments.
Okay, so we've talked about donating tickets and scholarships. We've talked about the actual sessions. We talked about the 2 different ticket levels, what they mean. We've talked about the salons, which is the newest, most exciting, newest thing. We told you that there were some new, that the calendar is up and firm, and you need to go look at it at ExodusSummit.com.
I'm so sorry.
Did we do it? What?
There's an email in our inbox.
Stop.
Why? All caps. But no, this is important. Why? All caps. Hello. I'm a little bit offended as to why this summit is for Black women only when all women matter. Baby, go ahead and report me to the cops.
Beat it. Beat it.
You start a set up your email with all women matter, and I am so sorry. I can't hear anything else you're saying.
I can't read. I'm no longer literate. Once I've lost my ability to read.
All women matter. So, Hannah, baby girl, if you're out there, go ahead and turn off whatever you're watching. It's never going to change. Never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever, ever.
Ever, ever, ever.
No, indeed. This is a wonderful place, right? This
Yes.
is a wonderful space. We're not gonna, no. You don't have to worry about it, right? Somebody who's like, I hope they never open. You ain't got to worry. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even worry. You ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah. Oh, our emails. We got to unsubscribe her. She's getting our emails. The only way you get in our emails is if you ask to be in our emails, or you get a tool from us, like the Move From Anywhere toolkit. So the free tool she got from us wasn't enough. She got to be deep in the summit. It's never enough. No. It's never enough. The free wasn't enough. And that's why we do this.
Yes.
That's why we do this.
That's right. So your questions, we're here to answer your questions. Did we do it? Do you have your ticket? Okay. If you don't have a ticket to Exodus Summit, you should be asking us a question, right? Because clearly we have not there's a miscommunication. You're in our Facebook community, you're a subscriber or at least a viewer of our YouTube videos, you're interested in this subject, right? You're already into it. So if you don't have your ticket, there's a question that we're here to answer that question. Okay, go time. It's go time. Okay, it's go time. This has been a week where Black women. So this has been a week. Sometimes I don't like to invoke things about people, but like there are real things happening in real life that are showing Black women that the old way is not the way, right? That Black excellence and people pleasing and doing for others and being purpose driven can kill you. And the job that you are so committed to, the work that you are so dedicated to, will drive on over your dead body. You need to take your freedom into your own hands, your location freedom, your financial freedom, your time freedom, your life. Take it into your own hands, okay? Because it's not going to fall from the sky. People will continue to make demands of you until you draw your last breath, unless you make a change. Exodus Summit exists because we want you to make a change. We're not here to prescribe a new life. We're not here to tell you what to do, but we are here to tell you how to do it. Whatever that thing is, it's on the other side of a break. It's on the other side of clarity. It's on the other side of sisterhood. That is why we have the speakers coming in, the keynote and regular session speakers coming in to talk their talk. Because whatever you need, you have to go after it like your life depends on it, because it just might. Okay, that's all I got to say about that.
All right. I think we did it.
Okay.
We did. Everyone, thank you for joining us. We are planning, life happens, we're planning on going live next Wednesday as well in the Facebook group to answer more questions. If you have more questions that come up, you don't have to email us. You can wait until we go live. Y'all hear me keep telling y'all not to email us? I say it over and over again. 17 of y'all not going to listen. But Francis is in the inbox, so I don't need to know that.
Okay, and then Friday, we do a live stream with Jackie. I think we can say that, right? I think it's confirmed. We're going live with Jackie. Jackie created a post in the community. Jackie, who lived in the UK. For those of you who are like, I'm not American, can I still come? Yes. Jackie, who lived in the UK, is now spending a good portion of her life, her months, her years in the Caribbean. We're going to talk to Jackie about how she made this change, how she's embracing some location freedom, some time freedom. And that's happening right here on YouTube, and probably also in the Facebook group, or maybe not, but definitely on YouTube Friday. Okay, so make sure this Friday. So make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, Exodus Summit. Make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss it, okay? Jackie is a woman who has made some nice changes, right? Some changes that really benefit her in her life. And you're going to want to hear how she did these things, why she did these things, what's happening, and what is the result? Like, what does it look like once you make a move, once you leave your country, once you move to the Caribbean, once you decide that you're going to shut down work for big blocks of time? What do you get from it? What does it do for you? Yeah, that's Friday.
Okay. I'm excited about this.
Excited.
Okay, I'm at 2 more questions in the chat and then we're out. We're
Okay.
Out. Okay. All right. If I don't buy the replay add-on, can I buy it later? Yes, until October 10th. End of day, October 9th. As of October 10th, that replay, the discount on the replay of 2020 sessions is going to be gone. You can always buy you can always upgrade to the all access pass during the summit or after the summit if you want replays for longer for this year. But the 2022 discount is going away the night of October 9th, morning of October 10th, somewhere in there. So don't wait, right? The last question is, when attending the sessions live, we can ask questions. You'll be able to ask questions in the chat, and then we will relay some of those questions to the speaker, not all of them. Like we said, there are over 1,000 ticket holders. We're expecting much more by the time this is over. So yeah, not everyone's going to get their questions asked, but please. Oh, that reminds me. Before we go, we really would like it if you guys, if you love Exodus Summit, if you believe in Exodus Summit, share some Exodus Summit content. Share something from our Facebook page, please. Or write your own post about Exodus Summit. But we've got a lot of content on our Exodus Summit, not the group, on the page. please do us the favor, do your friends the favor, do yourself the favor of watching your community get free by sharing that with them and talking to people at Exodus Summit, giving them the link, telling them about the value. Last year was a really easy sell because we were talking about making money and people showed up for that. This year, when we're talking about getting free, there are less people showing up.
Yeah.
And
but more people need it, right?
You're my homegirl, right? Like, we want you to get free. And the passion that was there last year doesn't seem to be here this year. And this is the key. And so we beg of you, share something from our Facebook page with your audience, with your community. Share on Twitter, share on Instagram, share in real life, share on Facebook, however you get it. Please share, because the freedom seekers are out there.
Yes.
We're sure they're out there. There are 12,000 of y'all in the Facebook group. Where y'all at? Y'all not coming?
Somebody, I promise you, some October 10th, somebody's going to be like, I didn't know.
I didn't know. Now, Facebook does hate on anybody knowing anything important. And so you could be in our group and not know, which is why I didn't at everyone post yesterday.
Yeah.
But I think also the interest from new people that we saw last year, we're just not seeing this year. And like, this is the way in the light. So like, what y'all doing? Come on, come through. One last thing. I don't have it. I forgot it. Share.
Yeah, share. Okay.
All right. That's it.
That's it. Okay, friends. Have a wonderful day. We're very excited for the summit. We're 2 weeks out. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks out. Get yourselves together. We'll also do another live stream just telling you how to get the most of the summit. Mostly that live stream is going to be how to, if you're not already divorced, how to at least separate from your spouse that weekend. Okay. That's mostly the advice we're going to give you. How to find a free corner, right? And some free time so that you can be dedicated to Exodus Summit that weekend. The weekend of October 6th through 9th, you're in Exodus Summit. Okay. All right. See you again. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.